You're watching Drake Wing Gaming. Enjoy the video.
Hey guys and gals, Never here from Drake Wing Gaming. It's Sunny Mountain Twitter, the Gaming Dragon. Today I'm coming back at you with a Let's Play episode of Stardust Kids. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump right back in, shall we? Alarm chain, you were up, and let's go. He acted not like a friend at all, and if he appears on the horizon, I won't let him offend you. Ah, my knight. Romano tremulously puts the palms to his chest and tenderly sighed, pretending to be a damsel in distress. I rolled my eyes, and for some reason Roma considered it as the sign to action. He came closer and impetuously hugged me, tightly clasping me in his arms. Stop! Strong as hell. There's a knight here. He hugged me again and for a few moments froze like that, plopping the head on my shoulder. I could hear a strange snuffle. Thank you, my hero. He reluctantly let me go. Is he saying thanks seriously, or does he keep fooling me? I was serious. So was I. With you guys, nobody will dare to offend me. I incredulously squinted at him. He let others offend him 2 times already. He'll need to be watched. And what were they after? After I finally lost connection to Nathan, I dropped out of school and everything went wrong again. Moreover, my grandmother passed away. On that trip, Agropoli didn't seem like a fabulous place for me. I felt like I lost my pink glasses. Within 3 years, the city lost all its colors and became completely gray. Couldn't focus on anything. Studied bad. Just went with the flow. And I decided I wanted to be homeschooled. Were you homeschooled? I blurted it out before I could think about it. Of course he was homeschooled. He just told me that. It simply was too unexpected. Yeah. It was too hard to communicate with classmates for me. I thought that I couldn't live for myself. I dissolved in people around and didn't get anything in return. I didn't understand at all what was I, and if I was at all. What the hell does that even mean? I don't know what that means. That's bad about translation. Roma, whose life is communication, tried to keep out by his own will. It's completely different from the way he acts now. Maybe because of the lack of attention he became so active. As the first time we met at school, he was pretty timid. For 2 years I've been visiting the psychologist, drinking pills, and somehow building a bridge over this stream of life. And you can guess what happened then. I transferred to our school and decided that I was feeling better. And here I am. I knew I'd overload you. And now everything is pretty okay. You don't have to worry. Even though you say so, but you went to the psychologist again. Did something happen? Maybe Grandpa fell ill too? If so, then Roma may be left completely alone. Nothing happened. I mean, nothing extraordinary. I'm just a bit tired. I felt insecure. Phew! Good that it's not about the grandfather. But right now, I'm full of energy. And that's because you and Seth are always near. I'm glad to hear that. But I didn't think you had problems with friends. There's always somebody around you, and in any company, you always come into the forefront. It's not really friendship, more like buddyship. And what unites you and me is much stronger. At least on my part, that's exactly how it is. I never doubted that Romano likes to spend time with me and Seth, but hearing the direct confirmation turned out to be surprisingly nice. He smiled warmly and looked in my eyes with interest like he was waiting for an answer. And what do you think? Just be honest. About what? Are you sure you're listening to me? He jokingly pushed in my shoulder. Oh, that's good coffee, y'all. Do you consider me your friend? A real one? Sure. Otherwise, would I stand you for so long? Sure. Otherwise, would I stand you for so long? You know me, I won't lie. Stand? Yeah, that's the indicator of true love. He laughed. I think now he's really okay. It cannot but rejoice. I didn't even notice us coming to such a private place. We've been here quite recently, remember? Yeah, of course I remember. And my memory's okay. As soon as I finished the phrase, I immediately remembered that I had forgotten about Roma's phone in the morning. But I remember this place well. We 3, a tent, a campfire, a sound of waves, cooling sand, rare cries of seagulls. Very beautiful here. I'm glad I've been here with you two. He said these words absolutely calmly, but I was overcome by an odd feeling of rising anxiety. You spent at least 2 years in this beauty. There'll be many moments like that. I said that uncertainty like I was trying to convince myself. Sure. So much is waiting for us. It's time to get adventuring. His sonorous voice flashed over the endless ocean. Romano stretched himself and, slyly squinting, began to rumble my hair. Don't! Did Seth bite you? What a bad habit! Ha! You know, I have very soft hair. I want to stroke it so much. What you're doing is not stroking at all. But don't stroke me as well. freed myself from his arms and fixed my hair, as much as it was possible after such a treacherous attack. Thank you. For what? For the provided head? Yeah, for it too. But in fact, I meant this evening. Thank you for listening to me. We're friends after all. Yeah, friends. Friends. He savored this word a few more times and then fell silent. We're standing side by side, watching the waves. I don't remember spending so much time alone with Romano. I'll surely remember this time. I paced the room trying to find an adequate activity. It's time to go to bed already, but I think I've forgotten something. Some thought is hanging in my head, but not on the surface, somewhere in the depth of my consciousness. What is that? Did I miss something? Maybe it'll remember itself at the worst possible time. I aired the flat, and it became a bit less stuffy. Another yawn notified me that it was time to get ready for bed. What was that? It's an annoying sound. I think it's my phone. Is it morning already? I hardly opened my eyes. Dark like it's night. I grabbed the phone and pulled it. That's right. It's night. Missed call from Seth. Did something happen? I wanted to dial his number, but the phone brightened with the incoming call again. Seth? Good night, Kurt. What's up? Nothing. I was just lonely. Want to take a walk? It's night. You woke me up. Sorry. But anyway. We went in the afternoon. Was you having an overdose? Of you? No, I need another dose. What a flatterer. What's got into his head? Wake me up and take me outside? If you want, you can come to me, but we'll go to bed at once. I don't want to sit at home. Walls are depressing me. Let's go for a walk. It's cool, right? Calm, not hot, stars above the head. I could hardly suppress the yawn. I terribly want to sleep. Why did Seth suddenly become so capricious? He used to think about me and didn't neglect my natural needs. I'm going to take a walk. I don't want to go anywhere at all, but Seth acts weird. Maybe something has happened and he simply doesn't want to discuss it over the phone. Okay, I give up. Just give me some time. Hey? Did you fall asleep? If so, then you'll be in trouble tomorrow. Woke me up for no reason. No, I didn't expect you to agree. Then why did you call me? Great. Let's meet on the embankment in half an hour. Embankment. In the usual place. Don't put the phone too far away. Okay, waiting for you. I hung up and sluggishly stretched myself. I have to wash up with icy water or I'll surely be walking half asleep. So did he say waiting for you? Is he there already? I managed to get there earlier than I planned, but Seth was already on the spot. He's standing like he's hiding in the shadow of the palm, although there's no need. The sun disappeared behind the horizon long ago. I'm here. He waved to me and sparingly smiled. I can see that. Tell me. Tell you what. Why did you call me at such a time? Did something happen? Depends on your point of view. He wondered and turned sharply, then he went towards the water. I was just a little lonely. I sighed heavily and trudged after the friend. He's lonely, you see. If you sleep at night instead of messing up, then bad thoughts won't come into the head. The only fact that pleases me is that I don't have to go anywhere tomorrow, and I can make the alarm clock ring a few hours later. I came up to Seth, and I glanced at him interestedly. He's not happy, but I don't think he's sad as well. We walked, leaving a string of uneven traces behind us. Waves calmly caressed the shore. We went further. So far that the light of street lamps were seen less and less, like it was a sign that all city hustle was left behind. I'm ready to listen to Seth, but I think he's not going to say anything. He's getting less lonely because someone is near. I heard a quiet chuckle. What? He shook his head like saying never mind. Just remembered something. Finish already. I remembered the expression on your face when we first met. Damn it! I feel my face turning red. There's nothing funny in it. Well, I'm not laughing. He pronounced it without hiding another chuckle. Why did you remember that at all? Well, look around. So I did. I think I understand. Night. Beach. Only you and I. Just like back then. Not at all. We were in the absolutely different part of town, not far from the station. Although, back then I thought it had gone far, far away. Now we went much further. Why is he thinking about that at all? I would forget it with pleasure. These memories make me feel horrible shame. We met about 10 years ago. We both turned out to be on the beach completely alone. Although, no. that Seth wasn't alone. I was the one who excelled. It was awfully stupid. It was the first and last time I ran away from home. Back then I was a terrible egoist and didn't understand why my parents were always at work. I was left with babysitters and especially behaved abominably for them to quit sooner. I thought they were to blame that the parents weren't at home. Everything was like I had planned. The girls quit one by one. But to my regret, there always were new ones. Once I decided it was enough, I was tired of them. If I leave the house, there'll be no foolish ladies. I waited for the babysitter to fall asleep and slipped out the door. Now I understand how dangerous it is for children to walk on the street alone. But back then I felt some proudness. It was like a brave action that is worthy of a real man. I walked from the streets to the very beach. I don't understand why none of the passersby stopped me. I walked further and further till the city vanished out of sight. After walking for about an hour, although back then it seemed like ages, I got very tired and hungry. I thought that it was time to stop being a hero. It was time to go back home. I'm going to pause it right there, y'all. Thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell. I love you all, and I shall see y'all in the next video. Don't forget to check out our Patreon, y'all. It greatly helps the channel. Anyway, I love you all, and I shall see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye!